The most powerful Catholic leader in East Tennessee is out. Pope Francis accepted the resignation of Bishop Richard Stika. For the last 14 years, he has been the leader of some 70,000 Catholics across this region, the longest tenure for a bishop here in Knoxville. Good evening and thank you for watching Fox 43 News at 10. I'm Katie Inman. We do have team coverage of this shakeup sparking national attention tonight. Reporter Maria Guzman with what's next for the diocese. But first, we turn to reporter Vinay Simlot, who spoke with that St. Louis native. Vinay.
He says he's gotten tired. It's made it difficult to keep doing the job. He's touted this cathedral as one of his crowning achievements as bishop. In a church based around forgiveness,
cradle Catholic.
Christy Higgins says Bishop Richard Stika did the unforgivable.
It's so disturbing.
The bishop says after 14 years, he had to step back.
And in those 14 years, I've had 2 near-death experiences.
In a lawsuit against the Catholic Church, a former musician accused a seminarian of raping him. WBIR does not name sexual assault victims. We are not naming the seminarian because he hasn't been charged with a crime.
He continued to, cover up allegations against this man.
10 News received a trove of documents from a Catholic Church source we've agreed not to name. They show the seminarian accused of rape was close with Bishop Stika, even sharing a meal with the bishop and the person who accused him of rape. After multiple complaints against that seminarian, the bishop wrote a letter telling his St. Louis alma mater the Catholic Church would pay for the seminarian's education and his living expenses.
Never covered up anything, but I can't talk about the lawsuit.
Priests complained Bishop Stika was giving the seminarian special treatment.
The feeling among our priests that they were afraid of retribution. They were afraid to really come out and help us.
The bishop says he didn't resign because of the criticism, but it played a role.
It's tough to hear criticism, and most of the time it's been unwarranted, but it's real.
He says he knows both sides.
I was abused by a priest when I was a freshman in high school in Holland, Michigan. I reported it, and then years later as a bishop, I wanted to check if there was a record, and there was. But I wanted to make sure, and the priest is no longer in ministry.
Christy Higgins says the bishop mishandled a case in Knoxville.
The church is not really who's in the wrong here. It's been Bishop Stika.
She petitioned for a change at the top for this diocese's longest-serving bishop. The bishop says he and retired Cardinal Justin Regali, who lives with him, plan on moving back to St. Louis. That's where the bishop grew up and he says spent the first 50 years of his life.
Vinay, thank you. Our reporter Maria Guzman joins us now. And Maria, we already know how this decision will play out in the next few days.
Well, Katie, right now, Archbishop Shelton Fabre of Louisville is the Apostolic Administrator for the Diocese of Knoxville. Now, tomorrow, he will be in Knoxville to celebrate Mass at the Cathedral of the Most Sacred Heart of Jesus. He is now responsible for both Louisville and Knoxville, and he will divide his time between both cities. As to what's next, Archbishop Fabre says he plans to name a priest of the Diocese of Knoxville to help him. Now, Archbishop Fabre comes to Knoxville with more than 30 years of leadership experience. His role in the Catholic Church has ranged from priest to archbishop. Now, he was first ordained priest for the Diocese of Baton Rouge in 1989. Now, during his time in Baton Rouge, he served as pastor in various churches. In 2013, Pope Francis appointed him bishop of the Diocese of Houma-Thibodaux in Louisiana. And in 2022, he was appointed as Archbishop of the Archdiocese of Louisville.
He'll make sure that day-to-day operations are going smoothly. He doesn't have a whole lot of authority, but he wants to keep it kind of calm, and then eventually the Pope will name a new bishop.
Now, the retired Bishop Stika says these changes come in a time where Catholicism is growing in the South. As to how long it will take for Pope Francis to appoint an archbishop to Knoxville, we still don't know. Now, that can take days or months. Now, Stika says before he came to Knoxville, the position was open for 18 months.
Maria, thank you for that perspective.